Hello everyone. Hello everyone, welcome back to the great Sonic Chronicles. Wait. I just received I heard something. Ah, okay. Ooh. Okay, well. So we were investigating forgot his first name, Mr. Drebber, the engineer, and we came to his workshop, but apparently we found a bomb, so I guess we're gonna have to I don't know, deal with that. Let's see, and Sholmes was gonna do some quick deduction. Okay, shall we begin? Once again, Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. The Great Deduction. The game is afoot. Flipped furniture. Oh, it's plain to see that this room is in complete disarray. The bed, the table, and chairs, the lamp, everything is upside down. Almost as if every item in the room had, until recently, been happily positioned on the ceiling, before falling straight down onto the floor. Oh, every item in the room was on the ceiling? Ah, are you suggesting that... Indeed, the key here is gravity. Gravity. It would appear that technology has at least succeeded in freeing us from the great pool of the Earth. Oh. Thought the gravity in this room was reversed, and then suddenly restored to normality. Goodness. The inverted furniture clearly reveals the truth about the part gravity played in this whole business. I quite understand your skepticism, Mr. Sato. I too was incredulous at first. However, my conviction in my analysis was cemented when I observed this anti-gravity device, almost identical to one that featured in a dream of mine only the other day, in fact. Wait, what? But then, why does it have a clock on it? A most relevant question indeed. That is a timing device that controls when the gravity direction will switch. There was clearly a requirement there was clearly a requirement for the engineer to be able to restore normal gravity automatically. And the commotion we heard earlier from the other side of the door was the moment that restoration occurred. Yes, the reason why everything in here has been turned upside down is because of the anti-gravity device. So you see, we need look no further to explain the state in which we now find this room. The direction in which gravity acts in here was reversed by Mr. Drebber, before being restored to normality in an automatic fashion sometime later by the timer device. I have witnessed precisely this scene in a dream I once had when I fell out of bed. Flip furniture because gravity was reversed. Easy as pie. Missing engineer. Now let us consider the next conundrum. What was our engineer friend's aim? Indubitably, the greatest clue we have to explain his actions is above our heads. Oh yes, how is it possible that there are footprints all the way up there on the ceiling? A question whose answer will lead us nearly to the truth, my dear madam. The reason there are footprints on the ceiling is because of the nearby skylight. Of course, Trevor's aim was singular, to escape. However, there is but one way into this room, excepting the skylight, that is. Oh. Oh dear, what's going on? By inverting the gravity in here, Trevor was able to fall conveniently to the ceiling and make his escape via the otherwise inaccessible skylight, leaving those footprints behind on the way. Oh, but the ceiling here is very high, Mr. Sholmes. If the gravity reversal was sudden, wouldn't Mr. Trevor have fallen up to the ceiling rather violently? Falling up is both scientifically and philosophically a rather interesting concept, I feel. But the man was cornered with nowhere to run, so escape through the skylight was his only option. No, you may recall that I found this in the room earlier, which I believe offers a solution. Oh, the rope. To reach the intended destination, what better tool than this rope? By anchoring one end to the wall, the man was able to lower himself safely to the ceiling, which explains how Trevor was able to escape this room before our arrival. He reversed the pull of gravity and fled via the skylight. And personally, I should very much like to reverse the pull of gravity again now, just for fun. Conclusion. Escape via the skylight. Okay. Okay. Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this topsy-turvy puzzle. Topsy-turvy. Oh, he's speechless. She doesn't care. Oh, she's impressed. Oh, she's completely spellbound. Mr. Sholmes, there's just one thing that troubles me. I would expect nothing less. You're destined to be troubled by just one thing for the rest of your life. The thing is such a thing actually possible? An anti-gravity device, I mean? I would say that with man's current scientific knowledge, at the turn of the 20th century... Is it the turn of the century? I thought it was like... 1850. It's no more possible that than instantaneous kinesis. I thought this wasn't possible. That's weird. But your whole deduction hinges on it. Ah, but my dear fellow, when you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. However improbable it may seem. It's a marvelous line, won't you agree? One of my more enduring pearls of wisdom. I had Iris come up with the exact phrasing. My original was, clumsy. Ah yes, I have a feeling I've read it in something that Miss Sutherland lent me once.
Objection!
What? Oh, actually, there is one other thing, Mr. Sholmes. Ah, the spell's broken at last. The rope you found was on the floor, wasn't it? Indeed it was, in lonely corridors near the wall. Oh, but if Mr. Trapper had used it to escape in the way you described, wouldn't it still be tied to the walls? What do you mean? I don't understand. Mysteries inevitably unravel in the end, as I think you'll find. Do ropes. As evidence of such, you need only look at the mystery we faced in this room, now skillfully unraveled. That argument is as circular as a coil of ropes. Oh, I think perhaps we might need to give Mr. Sholmes the usual little helping hand. Okay. A little helping hand. Well, I'm sure with some minor corrections, the great detective's great detection will lead us to the truth. Oh yes, you're right. And we must do it quickly, before Anak Trapper gets too far away. If you're ready, then let us resume. Sherlock Holmes, logic and reasoning spectacular. Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Holmes. Flip furniture. It's plain to see that this room is in complete disarray. The bed, the table and chairs, the lamp, everything is upside down. Almost as if every item in the room had, until recently, been happily positioned on the ceiling, before falling straight down onto the floor. Every item in the room was on the ceiling. Oh, every item in the room was on the ceiling? Oh, are you suggesting that? Indeed, the key here is gravity. It would appear that it would appear that technology has at least succeeded in freeing us from the great pull of the earth. Ooh. Well, the gravity in this room was reversed and then suddenly restored to normality. Goodness! The inverted furniture clearly reveals the truth about the part gravity played in this whole business. Oh, to think gravity could have been reversed in this very room. I found the whole idea utterly enthralling. Only Mr. Sholmes could conceive such an explanation. But the man himself admitted it was a scientific impossibility, so... Oh yes, you're quite right. We must completely discount the idea at once. Oh, that's unusually merciless of you, Sato-san. When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. The great detective himself said so, didn't he? While refusing to part with his dreams of anti-gravity devices. Oh yes, I suppose so. Well, let's see if examining this topsy-turvy scene a little more closely reveals some proof that shows exactly what the gravity in this room was or wasn't doing. What's with the plant over there? Oh, a bright vase. Well, I wasn't expecting to find a pretty bunch of flowers in here, that's for sure. Oh, look at that. I know, that slender little vase looks like it's about to topple at any moment, but the flowers are thriving. Somehow, it makes you think of the fragility of life, would you say? To be honest, Naruhodo-san. Something else about it made a rather deeper impression on me. The large safe. I wanted to check the large safe. Oh, look, Sato-san. When everything seems to be upside down in here, This safe is conspicuously the right way up. Oh, yes, that's true. But look more closely at the safe's feet. Oh, it's a lot of very large bolts fixing it to the floor. Think before you speak. That's what you wanted to say, isn't it? I really put my foot in my mouth there. Oh, I certainly didn't say that. Okay, we're just gonna present that.
Take that!
The upright vase clearly reveals the truth about the part gravity played in this whole business. Upon my word, Mr. Naruhodo, you've surpassed yourself by completely turning my argument on its head. Trying to impress your assistant here, perhaps? Oh, no one is trying to steal your spotlight here, Mr. Solms. Trust me. As you rightly say, though, it appears at first glance that all the furniture in the room is upside down, this unassuming slender vase is standing cleanly to attention. And unlike the large safe, there is nothing affixing it to the floor. And it's the exception that breaks the rule. In short, much as it pains me, oh, the gravity in this room was never inverted at all. My deepest sympathies for your loss. Oh, poor Mr. Sholmes. Oh. But the show must go on, so let us continue with our deductions. Now that we know this contrivance is not in fact an anti-gravity device, there remains but one other possibility. Oh, you don't say. Someone deliberately turned over every piece of furniture in here. Oh, which might sound obvious, but leaves one mystery very much unsolved. Namely, why would anyone choose to do that? Quite! And naturally, there is an explanation. Yes! The reason why everything in here has been turned upside down is because of the anti-gravity device. Oh, he's absolutely determined that this device must have something to do with it, isn't he? Oh, I'm afraid the lure of an exciting scientific explanation is too strong. Well, there's no doubt that somebody did this. Somebody turned all this furniture over. So whoever it was might have had a reason. I'm afraid nothing comes to mind at all, though. Well, let's look around and see if the answer presents itself. Okay, what about that? We've already established that gravity wasn't actually reversed in here, haven't we? In other words, this isn't an anti-gravity device at all. Oh, which makes me very curious to know what sort of device it is. But I think for now it's clear that we're looking for an answer elsewhere. Okay. Oh, what's... Oh! Look! There's something written on the underside of this armchair. Oh yes, safe 432582. Safe? As in safe and secure? As in secure lockable box? Oh, as in secure lockable box, I think. Oh, admittedly more likely. Oh well, there is a large safe bolted on the floor on the other side of the room, so yes. Oh, so you mean this number would let us open it? I wonder why it's written here, though. I think that's it. Yes, the reason why everything in here has been turned upside down is because of the safe combination. Precisely. I believe, Mr. Naruhodo, that you have had a very similar experience once, did you not? Yes, last year. When I bought a lottery ticket and noted the ticket number down on the inside cover of a book just in case. That's it! For people are forgetful souls at heart and always make a written note of important information. Oh, just keeping the ticket itself safe would be more sensible, I think. Very... yeah, she's right. Always. And what, pray, happened next, Mr. Naruhodo? When the day of the draw came around, I'd forgotten which book I'd written the number in, and had to turn my room upside down to find it. That's it! For people are forgetful souls at heart, and always forget where they've noted things down. Oh, not if you always note things in the same place. I actually won the second prize, you know? But I couldn't remember which magazine I'd slipped the ticket into, so... Thank you, Mr. Naruhodo. But I believe we have proved my point now. Which is that a very similar scenario has clearly unfolded in this room. Finding himself requiring access to the safe, the occupant of this room needed the combination code. He remembered that he'd written it on the underside of a piece of furniture, but forgot which one. Leading to the state in which we now find the room. Yes, Mr. Jabba overturned all the furniture in here in a desperate hurry to locate the combination code that would unlock the safe. Wow, he was quite unlucky, because he must have turned the chair last, since he turned everything upside down. To find the safe combination. Now, let us consider the next conundrum. What wasn't our engineer's friend's aim? Indubitably, the greatest clue we have to explain his action is above our heads. Oh yes, how is it possible that there are footprints all the way up there on the ceiling? A question whose answer will lead us neatly to the truth, my dear madam. The reason there are footprints on the ceiling is because of the nearby skylight. Oh well, if a change in the direction of gravity can't explain it, then how did those footprints get there? Oh yes, I feel as though that particular mystery has just become even harder to solve. I can't think of any other way to explain it at all. Oh, life was so much simpler in those halcyon days when gravity could be reversed. Oh, it was a minute ago. It was minutes ago, and those halcyon days never existed in the first place. Oh well, I suppose we must simply put our faith in Mr. Sholmes and observe the area in more detail. Putting our faith in Mr. Sholmes is what gets us into this situation in the first place. A balloon? This is a gas balloon, isn't it? It's tiny, but it does seem to be a real balloon. Balloon? Oh yes, I think you're right. I think it's helium that's keeping it up. A green gas balloon. Why does that seem to ring a bell with me? I wonder. Oh, if you can see, there are footprints on this balloon too. Look. Oh yes. Surely that's a clue, isn't it? Though, what it tells us, I'm not sure. There are footprints. There's a shoe. What? Oh, it's hard to believe, but there's a shoe up there, look. Oh yes, and there are more footprints on this little balloon too. Perhaps the shoe was thrown up there and became lodged, do you think? If so, then judging from the number of footprints, must have been thrown up several times. Hey Becky Stu, how's it going today? Why would anyone be throwing shoes? Why would anyone be throwing shoes up at the ceiling though? Oh dear, that's beyond me, I'm afraid. I have a very big mystery. Not too bad, very tired, so I took my day off. Oh, well, I hope you're gonna be better. Do you know why you're so tired? Wait, that's the only thing we can look at. That's weird. The reason there are footprints is because of the shoe, of course. Okay. Oh, they're moving. Oh yeah. Okay. So you've been so busy then?
Take that!
The reason there are footprints on the ceiling is because of the nearby shoe. And on closer inspection, there are clearly footprints all over the balloon as well. In other words, the aim was never the skylight at all, but the balloon. Oh, but for what purpose? A green balloon, eh? That seems somewhat familiar, Data. Oh! It was a piece of a green balloon's envelope that Miss Rosa and Iris found at the scene. We've finished moving for the most part, but I didn't have a proper break. Oh yeah, you spent your whole time moving things around. I guess, yeah. Oh well, now you can have a nice weekend. Yeah, good. Oh yeah, just, you know, rest. I hope it's not too hot though. And inside the green balloon, that Master God... Master Gods, oh yeah, forgot who it was, claims he saw above the stage when the incident occurred. What's the second bird cage? The cracks of the whole instantaneous kinesis deception. Oh, you mean to say? If we assume the balloon in here is a model of the one used on the day, so it was a deception. It was! And there was a link to the waxwork. Of course. There is a strong possibility something may be concealed inside it. Something absconder. Absconder? Oh, come on now. Absconder. Jesus Christ. Absconder. To depart secretly and hide oneself. Okay.
Abscond.
Abscond. Something absconder was desperate to retrieve before making a hasty getaway. A hasty getaway. But the balloon's out of reach. Hence why he resorted to a projectile, namely the shoe. It's not a very good projectile to pop a balloon. That's kind of weird, a weird idea. Most probably, Jabba intended to tear a hole in the envelope by assailing it with a shoe. I should have known it wouldn't work. However, his efforts were thwarted, and the shoe itself became a prisoner of those lofty heights. Oh dear, we desperately need to examine that balloon. Oh, if only there was some way we could see inside. Oh, you may recall that I found this in the room earlier, which I believe has a solution. Oh, the rope. To reach the intended destination, what better tool than this rope? Lasso, yeah, I think it might be a bit short for that. Mr. Scholes? Oh, Mr. Scholes has managed to bring the detection back to the rope. Alright, I have to admit, that was clever. So we just throw the rope up to the balloon and then pull it down on the ground. Which is much easier said than done, I feel. And could take us a very long time as well. True. Perhaps we need a more surefire method. We have the crossbow. But do we have bolts? Oh, we have bolts. Oh. In fact, we already have one, of course, don't we? To reach the intended destination, and what better tool than a crossbow? Yeah.
Take that!
To reach the intended destination, what better tool than this crossbow? Oh, that was found at the scene, in fact. And in all likelihood, belongs to Mr. Jabba. If the man had only brought it away with him that day... Oh yeah, he could have avoided losing a shoe at such a critical time as this. Sure, fire. So, shall we? Your curiosity is deeply stirred, no doubt, my dear fellows. What is it that Enoch Jabba has hidden inside that balloon? What? The head of the... What the... Is the head of the waxwork killer. A waxwork? Indeed it is. A waxwork head inside a metal mask. A mask that is shut tight and fastened with a strong and quite impenetrable lock. So we can't see the face inside, that means. Oh, just a moment. This is the head of a waxwork model. Does that mean? Oh goodness! I see you've joined the dots, Miss Susato. Excellent. Ah, of course. A Headlex waxwork model. The case of the abducted Madame Taspel's model that you'd largely solved. Yeah, because he found the missing waxwork, but without its head. Except for the head, exactly. There's only the head of the killer that was missing. It was still missing. Indeed it was. But I believe Madame Taspers will now have to settle her sizable account with me. This, as you have now surmised, is the head of the infamous professor. Oh yes. But why is it here? This conclusively confirms my suspicions. The man responsible for stealing the professor from Madame Taspels and returning it, sans tête, earlier today, was none other than Enoch Drebber. Oh, this is incredible. Professor Harebrain's case and the waxwork abduction are they're inextricably linked by Enoch Drebber's workshop. I had something of a suspicion they would be. The waxwork head has been entered into the court record. Waxwork. I need to practice saying this word. Well, it appears our logical pleasure cruise has come to an end, my dear fellows. All that remains is, ah yes, to speak with the architect of this adventure. Oh, the architect? The architect? Oh, you mean Mr. Drebber? Mr. Drebber? As it seems quite impossible that he escaped via one of the skylights. Obviously, the man must still be here, in the room. Oh, do you mean he's in the safe? What? And his location should be abundantly clear. If you simply reflect on the journey we've made together during this detection. Oh, Enoch Drebber is right here. Somewhere in this room. So, Mr. Naruhodo, will you do the honors? Also, I was watching a video about why in the US you say herbs, and in the UK you tend to say herbs, which is weird, because apparently the word comes from French. And same with honor. Agusia, yeah! You watch this guy. You do. Oh, wow. I think I discovered his channel like a few months ago. Oh, it's kind of weird. The algorithm sometimes just pops some stuff because of Kenji Lopez. I have no idea who this is. Oh yes, of course. Mr. Drebber's hiding place must be there. The what? The wardrobe! Of course! Oh, if you need to hide, there's no better place than the wardrobe. I stand firmly by that. Oh yes, you had some experience of that yourself a year ago, didn't you? He's a restaurant owner and wrote a few cooking books. Okay. And he knows of this guy, Ragusia? Oh, we'll find him in there. Mark my words. He'll be curled up in a ball, trembling and hungry. Hungry? In fact, my own hand is trembling. My own hand is trembling just thinking about making the discovery. Oh, never mind, Mr. Naruhodo-san. He could be hiding somewhere else, you know. Agusia interviewed Kenji. Oh, okay. But did you know this Kenji Lopez before? Maybe he's hiding in the cupboard. Oh, this could be a cupboard for cups and saucers and the like. Oh, an ingenious hiding place. Oh, is it? Well, when you say cupboard, you automatically think of cups and saucers, don't you? And the clever engineer knows that. So he knows you'd never look for him in there because he's not crockery. Crockery? Crockery? Come on now. Wait, there's an ad? A new Kenji Lopez because of a vegan series on Serious Eats. Okay. Because he's a vegan chef. L'homme n'est pas de la vaisselle. He's not crockery. Earthenware. What? Earthenware?
Crockery.
Ceramic made of slightly porous opaque clay fired at low heat. Non, c'est... Ah. Porcelaine. Crockery. Okay, I don't... Oh, wait. I think I've always heard people call that china. Never that. Earthenware or crockery. Oh, though sadly, it does seem to be full of only crockery. Okay, in the we know he's in the safe. Kenji is not a vegan chef, but he used to do a vegan month every year. Oh. Have to begin to start somewhere. Oh, look at all that mess in front of the safe. Oh yes, plans and accounting ledgers. Almost as if somebody was in a hurry to empty the content of the safe, in fact. Oh, why would they do that, I wonder?
Take that!
Well, before we gained access to this back room, we heard noises from in here. Which tells us that the engineer was still in the building at that point in time. He was in fact searching for the combination of his safe. And pressed for time, made no attempt to right the furniture that he overturned in the process. For which we can deduce that his search for this combination happened very recently indeed. In summary, Mr. Enoch Drebber is at this very moment inside the safe. Thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of this topsy-turvy puzzle. Inside the safe. Deduction complete. So, Mr. Naruto. Earthenware is wider than China. China is porcelain, but earthenware is everything that's made of clay, I think. Okay. Oh yeah, you mean it's a broader definition. Okay. I think perhaps it's time we ended this game of hide and seek, don't you? You have glassware for glass. Oh yeah. And earthenware for clay. Okay. By opening the safe, you mean? What else? Maybe we could just, you know, take the safe. Let's see. The combination was 1, 4, 32582. Well, it's written right there. Oh, I knew that. Alright then, here goes. Is this safe against the bookshelf or is it freestanding? Seems to be freestanding. You found me. What? It's got a mechanical arm? Is he a robot? He wears both of his shoes. Oh yeah, he was using a third shoe. Wait, what? What? Is he a cyborg? Why then, sir? Miss Anagribba, I presume? Correct. He's a... What? What is that? Oh, you'd better start talking. You tricked Professor Hairbrain with that bogus machine you built. Oh, and you shall have to explain the theft of the waxwork for Madame de Spells as well. Well, I would be delighted to answer your many questions. Personally, I would advise that you deactivate my little parcel first. Deactivate? Oh, your parcel? Oh! He puts explosives and he was just... Oh. He used the safe as a shelter. As a bone shelter. I refer, of course, to the time bomb. I left it in a most prominent position. Oh. I see. Stern silence. You're all gearing up to die with me then. Oh no! Oh, Mr. Sholmes, with only 7 seconds to spare. Wait, what? 7 seconds? Gearing up, yeah. 7 seconds. Oh, that's not a lot of seconds. Oh, that was too close for comfort. I've got one foot in the grave already. Oh, he's done it already. Okay. Are you trying to help us get a killer or get us killed? Oh, Mr. Sholmes' detection can be completely life-altering, can't they? Well, my dear fellows, that was a close shave. The resemblance to an anti-gravity device is really quite startling, I must say. Maybe life-ending. Yeah. Then where? You know what to say. It's better to go with a... Wait, what? To go with a bang than... I don't remember. Oh, anti-gravity devices don't exist. Ooh, I wanna push it, Mr. Sholmes. Okay, Mr. Chopper. Wait, I want to check what we have. The head. Can we get the head, please? Is there anything? Oh, there's a lock there. Oh, this lock does look very strong, doesn't it? There's definitely no way you could remove the mask yourself if it was put on you. Oh, what a terrible way to treat someone, even a convicted criminal. I know, It's starting to make me livid, actually. Oh, Naruto-san, please. I mean, just think about it. Imagine if you had an itch on your cheek all of a sudden. You'd be utterly helpless. Probably the worst thing that could happen to you. Oh well, yes, that's true. But I'm not sure that warrants quite so much anger. Oh, right, sorry. Is that all? I think that's all. But, I mean, Sherlock can pick locks like nobody can. So, he should be able to open that. Alright, what happened here? What on earth happened in here? You found me, haven't you? You need to screw me down. No need to screw me down any further. Everything in here is precisely what it seems. Yeah, well, we'll be giving it a thorough going over. Don't you worry, Trevor. What fails to click with me is how you were able to locate my workshop. That I was not expecting. When I heard whistling from the other room, I knew it was time to bolt. Oh, whistling? Ah, that should have been me. What? Oh. For some reason, I woke in fine fettle today. Fettle? Oh, I think he's used that already. No words. Just tightly squeezed chips. And fish. Clearly, I must have a screw loose, though, as I couldn't remember the combination for the safe. And another one loose, as I couldn't remember on which piece of furniture I'd written it down. Oh, we also found a rope over by the wall. Yes, I had hoped to exit through the skylight, but sadly, the rope was too short. So, I then set about searching for the combination code to open the safe. And burning the incriminating blueprints, don't forget. Regrettably though, you failed to retrieve the head from the balloon amongst the rafters. The rafters? Rafters? Rafters. Rafter? Any of the pearl beams that support a roof. Oh. Okay. And after that, you hid yourself inside the safe? Having first set this parcel ticking? Well, I had no intention of being nailed by the police. What a death wish have you? Hiding right beside a ticking time bomb. Please, why do you suppose I chose to hide inside the safe? Oh, I've seen a documentary about Back to the Future, and initially the idea for the time machine was it was supposed to be a fridge caught in a nuclear explosion, and the producer said, this is going to cost too much money, you have to do something else, like a car. So they made a car, and the fridge ended up being in Indiana Jones 4. Kind of weird. It's no ordinary safe. It's specially designed. Why would the fridge be too expensive? Well, the fridge itself is not too expensive, but the nuclear explosion would have been a bit too much for the budget of the movie. And they would have needed several of them. It's no ordinary safe. It's specially designed. A dynamite explosion. A dynamite explosion wouldn't leave a scratch on it. So in fact, the safe was the only safe place. Ha! See what I did there? Precisely. Oh, but once you climbed inside, you wouldn't have been able to get out again. I invite you to look more closely. The safe is fitted with a handle on the inside to allow the door to be unlocked from within. Oh, so it is. I had always intended to blow this place to smithereens in any case. I just wasn't expecting uninvited guests to come along and screw up my plans. Do you mean to say you were planning to blow us all up? No, that was unforeseen. What do you mean? What? Is he dancing? Most people run, you see, when they see a ticking time bomb at their feet. Except us, because we have no clue. Yeah. I calculated the time required for retreat to a safe distance and set the device accordingly. But your seemingly endless discourse in here threw a spanner in the works. It's kinda, yeah, because we did the whole Great Deduction Spectacular before, yeah. Is something wrong, Gregson? Do I have something on my face, beside the usual eyes, ears, nose, and mouth? I think we have a fairly good idea of what's been going on here now. But what about the two incidents you've evidently been involved in recently? Professor Harebrain's instantaneous Guinness experiment at the Great Exhibition. And the waxwork model you stole. Which this head belongs to? That's no ordinary head, you know. That's the head of the Professor. Clad in a mask with a lock so strong, I'm unable to open it safely to reveal the killer's identity. I've been considering carrying it around as protection. What? What's going on here, Gregson? I'm sure you're aware that I have sole jurisdiction to investigate here. Oh yes, well, Oh, Dr. Scythe again. So the forensic investigation team are here. Oh, God damn them. And you know full well this engineer is a key witness. Why are you allowing this lawyer access to him? If Lord Strongheart knew of this, he'd be finished. You lot, leave at once. Oh, my dear madam, there's no need for such a threatening tone, I assure you. She's so white, she doesn't seem to belong with the other characters. She's very white. Even more so than Van Zieg's. After all, that's no way to greet an old acquaintance, is it, Dr. Scythe? Hello, Sholmes. Ooh, do they have history? Mr. Sholmes knows Dr. Scythe? If it's protecting the machine next door that's causing such a sour expression in your face, you are quite misguided. It's really nothing more than a shell. You get out! But of course, we'll show ourselves the door. I see you haven't softened at all. Mr. Naruhodo. Yes? It would appear that our delightfully entertaining investigations have run their course for today. Oh, but Mr. Sholmes. Let us leave this place in the doctor's capable hands. Oh. I said get out now. All of you. Your presence here is not required either, Gregson. Understood. I'll just say one thing before I head off. If it wasn't for this lawyer and his companions would never have found this place, and the whole workshop would have been blown to bits. There was a time bomb set in here, and that this lot dissolved. Inspector. What? What is this? What? Something giving you a chuckle, has it, Jabba? Oh, so sorry. Didn't mean to offend. You're quite right, of course. You did disarm the time bomb, didn't you? Or did you? Yes, you disarmed that one. Eh? What are you? That one? Yeah. I mean... Huh, huh, huh. Oh no! Oh dear. Those poor bubbies. It was an hour later that we heard the news of the enormous explosion that ripped through the experimentation stage of the Great Exhibition. This case is full of explosions. Ah, yeah. Professor Harebrain's invention and all of his secrets were blown away forever. God damn it. Oh dear. Oh dear. This dude is wow. He's kinda heartless. Oh well. So I'm gonna stop here. I finally got the guy. But so where? I don't I really wonder whose head we're gonna find in the mask. Because if they're hiding the identity of the killer, it means it's someone we know. But who could it be? Oh wait. Is it gonna be Van Ziek's brother? I think that would be the most significant possibility for Van Ziek's. Oh dear. But then again, he has the cross on his chest, so I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. I'm probably gonna continue that tomorrow night. So thanks for being here. Have a good day, Package 2. I hope you can rest well, a good rest. Please take care and stay safe, and I hope to see you tomorrow then. Bye.